that 135 leaves Whitehead on top if Worsley misses 3 at the exact same target. 2 10s. Double 5 now. Doesn't go, 35. And so Whitehead's back for a 4-0 win.
You require 40.
Conan now chasing around the board as well, but does find double 10. That is a comprehensive 4-0 victory for Conan Whitehead over John Worsley.
Second big one of his career. Picked up the Welsh Open a couple of years ago. Also winner of the Isle of Man. Coulson looking at the 116. Looking at double 18.
80. Martyn, you require
doesn't look good for
110.
No, and these I feel are the big shots that Turner's going to have to take. And take it he does. A 110 out for a 15 dart breaker throw for Martyn Turner. They're going to win your matches more times than not.
Just constantly chipping away in a leg.
Derek, you require 108.
He's been threatening a finish like this.
Yeah, missed it in the last. We know his MO, he'll stay there. Another attempt at double 14 for the 108, and this time it does go, and Derek Coulson now one leg away from the match.
He may only get potentially a dart at the ball from the 6 darts he had.
Yeah, but what kind of pressure, if any, will he be under?
28.
Yeah, disappointing there for Turner.
84.
Still 6 for Coulson.
Must feel like it's fallen apart for Martyn Turner. He shakes his head. He picks his nose, but it could be Coulson that picks up another win. Double 8. Well, they say there's bogey players at the Super Series, and for Martyn Turner, Derek Coulson is exactly that. First chance I can remember Worsley having in this contest. Well, I'll tell you what, he could go for nowhere to everywhere here, Jonathan Worsley. If he can, well, double 18
130
would have been the call, but he's gone for double 16. He's miscounted. He's realised the error of his ways. He cannot quite believe it.
I mean, it was an exceptional 130 finish. But yeah, that's all you can do in that situation is stand behind and smile. But Kevin Edwards, how much he'd like to take advantage of the situation.
51.
That would have added insult to the injury for John Worsley. Not just would he have miscounted, but he would have been punished directly for it.
And that's when you know that a player's not quite playing at the levels that you'd expect from them. Because that 54, absolutely plump.
15. Kevin,
and it's what it does to your mind as a player as well when you do go for the wrong one, especially when you hit it. We saw it a little while back with Ross Montgomery going for the wrong double, getting it, celebrating, and then realising, yeah, he'd miscounted himself.
Kevin, you require 50.
Well, take your pick, Kev. And the pick is double 16.
18.
2 well-thrown darts,
John, you require 140.
Yes, they were close to the wire, but neither could find a way in.
All right, single 14. Now that's tops left, John. Yeah, this time finds the ton topper. Just to extend the game, we are now 3-1, but it is John Worsley with the throw, and I just wonder how much he made room miscounting on that 150.
Beginning to shut the game up, just beginning to find a second wind. And John Worsley could be caught up in the tailwind of it. 96 left 60. After just 12. And he's got time 96. And space to wrap this match up, to move on to 4 points, to give himself some hope in terms of qualifying through. Treble 19 leaves the double. Gets it and recovers well from not just a poor start in his first game. Perhaps strongly. Business head on from the start. And he's finding that treble 20 with more regularity than he did at any point last night.
134.
Treble 14 leaves double 16,
Game
and that's a
shot of
1-3-4
first
for
leg,
Martyn Turner, and that will hurt Conan Whitehead.
143.
Worsley gets a stay of execution, but he has to find the 1-4-3.
Yeah, did find that 114 in the match before, but not going to add the 1-4-3 to it. So you feel this is
52.
Derek Coulson's
you
now
require
for the taking.
25.
9 for double 8. Or how about 5 double 10 instead?
Game shot
And how
and the
about
match,
win
Derek
number
Coulson.
7 for Derek Coulson? And for the first time at the Modus Super Series, John Worsley fails to qualify for a Saturday night. And that man there has been too good. The way that second dart sat up to attention. But he's going to
81. Martyn, you require
come back for the double
20.
10 to open up a 3-2 lead.
Game shot on the 5th leg. Martyn
3-2 to Martyn Turner. If Kevin Edwards misses 3 more at tops.
Just classes on the wire, moves across the oche, trying to get the right angle, and just goes
30.
inside. So a real
Martyn, you require
opportunity for the
60.
match here for Martyn Turner.
It's double top.
Game shot
And Martyn
and the
Turner
match,
is
Martyn
into
Turner.
Saturday night at the Super Series.
No surprise, obviously, Derek Coulson winning as he's trying to go through the card, but it was a 4-1 victory over Conan Whitehead. Whitehead with some real trouble on the outer ring,
Derek,
just
you
1 out of 8.
97.
So if he does get the chances, needs to take them. May not get a chance in the opener,
Game
and
shot on the
doesn't. That's
first
a
leg,
clinical
Derek Coulson.
97 finish there by Derek Coulson.
And the Super
Conan, you
Series
require
channel is
150.
the perfect place for you. Whitehead's going 3 balls. But he's not going to find the second one.
77. Conan, you require 170.
A real long range chance for Whitehead, and it's not going to happen. And it's all going to come down to that last match, you feel.
58.
Derek Coulson,
Derek, you require
double 8 required.
16
16.
points away from 16 points.
Game
It's a
shot
sweet
and the match,
16 for Derek Coulson as he goes through Group B with an unblemished record. He has won every single game, and he is standing now on the cusp of potentially a 3rd Champions League appearance. He's going to be one of the big favourites going into tomorrow night's final, and he's saved his best performance for last. Ones in mainland
Martyn, you
Europe
require
makes sense to Michael
94.
because they're not too far away, whereas for everybody else there is a bit of a journey to be had. Turner looking at
Game
tops,
shot on the 4th
14
leg, Martyn
data,
Turner.
3-1 lead.
John, you require
Can I manage the
161.
diary the right way? Particularly now, where you can pick and choose. Maybe there was a time where you had to commit to everything, but you don't have to do that now if you play your cards right. Talking about playing the cards right. Playing it
Game shot on
perfectly
the
there.
5th leg, John Worsley.
The 1 ball with a big check out. The 1-6-1 goes.
And after
Martyn,
that
you
visit,
require 56.
Well, for John Worsley, a first campaign in which he's not going to make it through to Saturday night. For Martyn Turner, he will be playing darts on Saturday PM,
Game shot
but he's
and the
rounded
match,
off the Saturday
Martyn
AM
Turner.
with a 4-2 win. But he could level up a 1 apiece if he finds double top. Gets
Game
double
shot on
top.
the 2nd leg, Kevin Edwards.
Whitehead had the chance to move a leg away. Couldn't take
3rd
it, and
leg,
Whitehead.
it's Kevin to throw first.
Well, I don't know if he's staring at the opponent or staring at the camera barrel.
that was definitely for us and everyone else at home.
It's all
Game shot
go
on the
for
4th
Co.
leg,
3
Conan
legs was
Whitehead.
enough, and 3 legs he's got. And the former champion has qualified for Saturday night.
5th
Get in,
leg,
he
it's
says.
Kevin.
Still the last match with a win on the ball, but it's Kevin Edwards back hit, ton required. Beautiful first start. Little lift, and now over to double 10 for 3-2. Double
Game shot
10
on
is
the 5th
found, and
leg,
we go
Kevin
on.
Edwards. Conan, you require 112.
He's not going to go ball 12 ball. But he could take out the 112 to win this match.
I think he's moving across to find a route through to the 20. Yeah, does find it.
Game shot.
And he finishes
and the
off
match,
with a
Conan
big
Whitehead.
finish. Conan Whitehead with the 1-12 to wrap up success and a win, which books his place. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where before the break, Conan Whitehead got the better of Kevin Edwards by 4 legs to 2. That was enough to qualify him through to the finals later on this evening. We can confirm that by having a look at the table, which Derek Coulson dominated. He won all 8 games. He joins a handful of players who won every single game in a Group B scenario.